We're getting into G now. I'm gonna do teaser, then lyrics, then music video. Does that make sense? Yes? Good? Okay. Because this will give me like a vibe before we listen to the song. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Ma'am, leave me alone. Not the flowers too. Why are we cowgirls? How am I supposed to breathe? Sua! Yeah, me too! What? I'm sorry. I don't think I heard it. I don't think I heard any of the song. It doesn't really matter because we're about to listen to the song. No, fair enough because Sua. No, fair enough for the most viewed. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna be fine. I don't know why anyone would assume otherwise. What are actual thoughts? I like that we're like on a beach, sand, water, performing. I like that we continued the warm tones with the outfits, the like cowgirl outfits, reminiscent of the trailers that we had before. And then like the blue feels, okay, we had the blues before, the flowers that were in like the highlight medley behind them, pops of color. Was that a full thought? Did I finish a full thought? Let's listen to the song. First listen, UAU, Jean. Why? Focus. We must remain focused. It's really interesting, like almost like muting on the synth. Okay. Damn. I tried. I did. Why are you all singing like that? Thoughts. Full, coherent, not gay panicking thoughts. There's a part of my brain that like logically was like, yeah, big fan of Dreamcatcher. Big fan of UAU. One of my biases in this, I understand the consequences of listening to this, and then being actually in the moment is different. It's a lot easier for me to lie to myself that I'm like a normal amount of attached than when it's right in front of me. I love that we're starting with a softer vocal, despite the fact that it is bias wrecking me from every direction, because I think it's a great lead up. I love the little vocal runs, vibrato at the ends of some of these phrases as well, that when we had Sua come in, put you in a dress, and like the way that she put so much air into that just kind of faded. It's a little playful moment that makes that stand out, and it feels a little bit like maybe we're going out somewhere. Are we like going out to have a fun time? I don't really know what to take from the title Jean other than chemistry, like we're biology. I'm assuming it has something like this is something that's just like inherent to who I am, like this is just part of my character. I'm assuming that we're gonna get into some of that, but I love this idea of, I don't know, having like this very like soft sound and being like, hey, if there's like something that you want, like just go out and do it, even though like it's getting late. Again, makes me think of that kind of like dusk feeling that I got with the highlight medley, like the sun is just starting to set, right? And it's okay, now we can relax. It's like after the work day kind of thing, right? Of being like, hey, just kind of let go of what's happening. And I think that is also fun to have this really like soft sound, especially at the end of these phrases, to be like almost like a breath of like, right? Like, because for much of me being like, I need to remember to breathe, just as like a malfunctioning fan, it feels a little bit like they're putting that into the way that they're performing the song as well. Oh, vibrato. Gee. Ma'am? Okay, I know I'm interrupting. I know I am. I know. I'm sorry. I just, the vocal runs. Sua, I can't talk about you saying anything about Tasty. That's just, I no. I'm gonna have to put that in a box and put it off to the side because I can't process that. All the little vocal runs there, I love when Duo just like leans in to the softness of her voice. As much as I do love when she gets to have a powerful moment in the vocals as well, I think that she just does such a good job of like making me feel like I'm floating while I'm listening to her sing, and having that vocal run is so pretty before we get like this beat coming in. Gorgeous. And it also feels like a getaway, which also feels summery, like vacation, right? So it's one being like, hey, the workday is done, like let your stress go and just have some fun and not worry about it. We're making our own rules. Don't worry about like expectations or what other people are gonna think of you or whatever. But it also feels a little bit like vacation, when like you finally get like the time off and you have the trip that you're planning or whatever, or maybe you don't have a trip planned. You're like, I just want to relax. I just want to not have plans for once. Maybe that's just me. I'm like introvert. My favorite thing is canceled plans. Like that's my favorite. Either it has to be planned down to a T. I need to know exactly what's happening and when, or it's canceled. Okay, those are my favorites. Those are the only options I like to accept. So maybe it's just me that I'm like, I would like to have a break. My idea of a vacation is no plans. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I love there's a bunch of room there for like performing. I think that they're probably gonna do such a good job with that, especially like Suam, Lord give me strength. But also I think again it adds into that vibe of let go of the stress, just have fun, don't get bogged down on like the stress or work or plans. Enjoy like the sunshine and vacation and like all those kind of vibes you get with summer, and having just like that space of being like, hey, just get up and dance with us. Like, there's the repeated lyrics from parts of like the hook, and then just having the beat come in and all of these little things that are happening. There's the voice that has a lot of like filter on it. Does that feel very like 2016? Is that just me? There's something about it. There's a quality teleporting me back summer 2015, 2016, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, I feel like that's one of my favorite summer sounds. Maybe it's just the nostalgia in me because I was like 18, 19, so I was just like, oh my gosh, freedom. So maybe that's part of me like projecting some of that, but having that like very filtered voice buried in there. But then there's like what's the one sound that's happening? It's almost like a gear or like a wind up like clock, but not quite. I don't know, but there's something. Love the beat. Tripping, oh yeah. Bring the party, just feel the music and stamp it like it, oh yeah. 이 밤에 우리 seize the moment, let's blow it away. 이 순간을 we make it golden. We're setting all the rules. 아침해가 뜰 때까지 make it smooth. Hear the vocals in the back. No, you can go back if you wanted to. Want you to feel alive. I need them to leave me alone. I'm gestures vaguely. I need no one to say the word tasty again. Like that. I need Yuhyun to not sing at me, period. Okay? Doing all the vocal runs. They're doing such a good job of like softening out their voices to just like sink into the song. Like the song itself isn't soft, but I think that's what makes their voices contrast really nicely. I love that in this second verse, we had just basically this beat pad happening. So very like bassy sound, and then having those lighter vocals in contrast to that, which again makes their voices feel more like floaty and airy, because the only thing you're contrasting with is like that bass, which is very like grounded, a bit of a darker tone. And then just their voices floating through it, having these like layered vocal moments, the ad libs in the background, they're pushed back in the production. They're just doing such a good job of having this very like light, bright sound to their voices that I think just adds to this vibe of don't let the stress get to you, don't let it weigh you down. I also love this lyric of like make this moment golden. One, having something like gold, it's you say something as gold as in like it's valuable or it's important, or like gold medal is like first place, right? Like there's lots of different images with gold, but also like golden hour. I always think of the Robert Frost poem. Is it a Robert Frost poem? The like nothing gold can stay. So it's like the whole point is like enjoy the moments when things are like good because it's temporary, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy them. Like just because you know something is going to end doesn't mean it ceases to matter, and you should let yourself enjoy it. Again, maybe that's just me reaching. It's more fun if I get to analyze it from all the different angles. I'm also saying this in a like let me be technical, analytical brained, because otherwise I will just be malfunctioning with the vocals. I feel like despite the fact that I listen to Dreamcatcher and UAU all the time, there's a part of my brain that was like not prepared for how much I love their voices. I know conceptually, logically, I know that I love their voices, but I feel like hearing them in something new is like reminding me just how much. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I'm too emotionally attached. Gotcha. Take me out again. This might be my favorite part. Despite that. That, the like, I don't know, sound. The choreo is probably so good. These like soft vocals. No, but before you take me out, because I know you will. These like soft vocals where it's funny. I'm sorry, I just read ahead of we're innocent. I'm like, okay. Anyway, these like vocals, but they're just like letting the end of the words like dissipate, are just hitting just right in my brain. Love it.
Looking at me, I'm looking at you, we're innocent. Making it in time somewhere you had never been. Living like me, I'm something that you never seen. I'm a different chain, I'm a different chain.
Love the vibrato on that.
Ooh.
The way that the music crashed back in. I hear the vocal in the back. Ooh. I love the mute on the vocal. Love the little roll call. Well, do not sing it like that. It's at the end. I love that we like really brought in that like bridge. Also, first off, thank you for giving me a bridge. Can we take a second to acknowledge that this is a 3.5 minute long song with a bridge? We're starving out here, okay? Maybe it's just like the K-pop fan in me at this point, but I'm like, give me a bridge. Give me another chorus. Give me a little musical interlude, okay? Give me a song. None of this 2.5 minute nonsense. Anyway, I like that we got this like really soft, kind of moody. There's almost something like ambient about some of the production. And I think that kind of adds to some of this kind of like floaty feeling too. So much crashed in with that final chorus. Like the mixing of it too was multiple sides. Like I know that there's already, if you're doing like stereo, there's already going to be some different like mixing stuff going on, but just the way that some of the synths slid around from like right side to left side of the mixing, it just felt very like surrounding. And I think it adds to some of that ambient feeling of just, it feels like it's like closing in around you, but like in this way that feels very like I don't know, calming, but the beat is like fun and dancey. I don't know. Maybe it's just me projecting because I'm a fan and I'm like, I feel so good listening to them. I'm so happy to be here. I think that it sets up like such a fun vibe. I totally get why it would be a title track. It's not the most in-depth lyrically that I've heard from like UAU or Dreamcatcher or anything, but I feel like that's the point. Like the point of it is to just be like a fun dancey song. A lot of it is leaning into the production bits of like having that space with the production, and I just need to listen to this end bit again. Thank you for your understanding.
Making it in time somewhere you had never been. Living like me, I'm something that you never seen. I'm a different gene. I'm a different
yodel.
gene. Send me the moon.
Like there's so many layers. And it just like, it has like the little like, I don't know what it's called. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing at the end, but I don't know. The like drop kind of like crash that just kind of like fades out. I don't know what that's called in production. It feels like a drop into water and then you get like all the ripples. And I feel like that just fits so well with the kind of like summery vibes and the like being on the beach like we had in the trailer for the music video, which also just clicked in my brain that it's also like a liminal space, like shorelines. And then I was talking about like golden hour, dusk, which is also like a liminal space, which feels fun, like that kind of like in between moment where like things feel more like magical and like possibilities and things like that. And I feel like that is like a fun imagery to pull into the song and like the visuals for the music video. Reverb, it's not really reverb because the reverb is the way that it, I don't know, echoes out or like dissipates, but there's like the specific kind of like sound at the end. And I know that's probably like a specific synth or like setting, but I don't know what it is because I'm not educated enough. I'm sure that someone will tell me in the comments at some point, but I don't know enough about production. I'm sorry. Anyway, music video, guys, music video. This is where I will suffer the most. If the trailer is anything to go off of. At the beach, I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm not. Oh my god, ma'am. That's fun. Oh my god. I really did try. I really did try. I'm like, yes, suffering with science. Look, I was like, I'm gonna let it play. I can't. Okay. Chew. I was like, already, ma'am. And then she did a eye thing on the like synth. I'm like, that's a cute little editing moment. And then she smiled and I crumbled. Hang on. That little like skip forward. Ma'am. Ma'am. No, I need her to leave me alone. The outfits. For scientific reasons, I am gonna have to watch Sua do that again. Thank you for your understanding at this time. Oh my god, you. Ma'am. Little wave. It should be an awkward. I'm sorry. What is this? What is this choreo of the like? Tell me what you want, ma'am. I'm just. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do if you want something? I get that it could be like secret, but that's not what she did, and I feel attacked. Also, this outfit. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. I like the magazine as well. Also the dancers. Smiling. Not her being a little awkward. Oh my god, Sua. Diva. Queen. Ma'am.
Let me don't move, we're a different change.
I'm sorry. I'm not. But I was already like, oh, the little like body roll thing that Yuhyun did not need to do to get into the new formation. She could have just stepped over. And then it got worse. Look, it is important to support women in STEM, okay? They said chemistry, and I went, let's do a science then, okay? That's what we do. I'm just gonna be like a giggling mess at the end of this. I'm just gonna be flustered, and I couldn't be happier, honestly.
Can't go back.
Oh my god. Don't walk towards me like that.
Let me don't move, we're a different change.
The clap on the beat is fun. Oh my god. Ma'am. No, we're not adding H2O. We're not, no. It's purely a prop in the background. We are not dancing after adding H2O. I refuse. I had actual thoughts. I had actual things. I like the little skip thing. The little skip with the hands. You're leading some of the moves with like the wrist. That's cute. It's girly. I like that. There's something youthful about it. Even though like magazines and the like cutout letters on it, again, feels very like Y2K, throwback, summertime, especially like summer when you're a kid and you have to worry about stuff. So it's fun to have those little moves in there. Also, everything with Jiu, I am gonna have to go back. Yeah, I am gonna have to go back. Dangerous chemical, H2O. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink for absolutely no connected reason. And then we're gonna have to watch them dance again. This is what we're doing.
Let me don't move, we're a different change.
And the hair flick, very girly, cute. That's good too. Ma'am. Like, rude. No. The clap on the beat is so good. What the hairography? Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, also the dancers are just like so smiley and adorable. I'm also noticing them, which is also a lot for me. Have I mentioned before that I love women? Have I mentioned before that I'm queer and I love women? And I'm very distracted by this whole thing, okay? Especially like for all of me being like, I like the cute little like hair flicks and the little like skip movements things. There is something like feminine to the way that they're performing, and I think that's really fun. I think that it feels very like girl summer fun. There's something almost like, I know it's like a beach day, but there's also something like sleepover with like the magazines and like having fun and everything. And I think that it's just really nice to see something that's like girls having fun with other girls and it feeling very like summery and carefree. Yeah, I may have mentioned at some point, especially while going through Dreamcatcher, I have a little bit of a preference for women. I don't know. I need to watch Sua dance, okay? I feel like I probably had some other kind of thought in my brain, but the loudest one is Queen Sua is dancing, so. Oh my god. Not the water. The hair flip. I'm fine. I'm sorry, I didn't go back far enough. It's fine. This is a lot for me to handle. The little like foot movement. Not the chest isolation. The drive-by Sua. Sua just walking through. The little like knock movement is fun too. Like there's all these little fun flares to the choreography, which I love. The like blushes also take me out. Ma'am. Ooh. Yeah, play it off. I know that we had before with the like volleyball and like the falling, the little like awkwardness, But again, I feel like some of that is just, it's a fun little humor thing. It feels sleepover, hanging out with the girls kind of thing as well, of being like, you kind of make a fool of yourself. You're just having fun. Like, you're not worrying about being judged or anything. And it goes back to what I was getting with the lyrics of like, hey, just let go of like what other people think of you, what other people expect of you, like looking a certain way. Don't feel like you have to put on like a persona or a performance or whatever. Just let yourself relax and have some fun, and it's no big deal. We can just walk that off. Don't worry about it. God, though. Oh my god, man. Send me the mood, we're a different They're getting too hot because they're dancing. Whoa, doing that move. Don't. Okay. I'm sorry, just before we continue. First up, Sua doing the like magazine thing is a lot. I'm fine. I just needed to take a breath. I was gonna say the like sandal melting is like fun little like pop of color again. The color thing that we're doing. It's like a heat map, the setting on like a camera, so you could read like where the heat signatures are. I had other thoughts, but they left because the expression that Gio made. She's like little grimace, and I went, oh, okay, I'm fine. I am. I really am. It's whatever. Send me the mood, we're a different I also like little canon to that. Yeah, and like the little shoulder thing. Oh my god, don't smile at me like that. Wait, okay, first off, the drinks, the different colors, and then the smile that Gio just gave. Take me out. Oh my gosh, so ma'am. Looking at me, I'm looking at you, we're innocent. Agree to disagree. Living like me, I'm something that you never seen. I'm a different gene. Ooh, that's fun. The like X. I'm sorry. No, I immediately panicked. Sua walked forward and I went, I like the little X thing, and then the like shoulders or how we're like directing the movement. Don't smile at me so proud of yourself. You know what you did. Just science. Just science. Just... Looking at me, I'm looking at you, we're innocent. Making it in time somewhere you had never been. Living like me, I'm something that you never seen. I'm a different gene. I like the head turn on the lyric too. Oh my god, I got so shivers. Ooh, I like the shift between them. Wait. They're so cute. Of course it was directing the movement. No. Attitude. Wait. Okay, several things. I like kind of the setup of it being like a set or whatever. Being contained, I was already like, it looks like we're specifically on a set. I am gonna have to go back and watch the choreography again. Very important science. I loved that they were just like walking around. Like, it's such a simple formation shift, but with having just the 3 core members, something like more kinetic to have them like switching off besides just like having them all staying the same formation, and then when they have the different people singing different parts, instead of just like redirecting the attention to wherever that person is in the formation, to instead have that kind of like circling, I think that it just adds to the kinetic feeling of the performance. That is the most technical thing I have to say. The rest is me just panicking with their smiles. Sua. The claps are also a cute part of the... That move is a lot. And they know.
Get on this groove. Drop it up high. Rocking on move.
No, it's a lot. To have like directed that movement is like the chest thing. So I think I did okay. I think I did fine. I think that I didn't panic at all. I do like the image of it being like this contained space. Partly because I think it's a little bit fun because the whole point was like while they were performing, it was like getting hotter or whatever to the point where it started to become like a problem. So I think that's some of what they were going off of. They need to be contained because like they're so good at what they do. Keep them in their own area, containment. But I also think that it's fun for the image of topic of the song that feels very much let's just have fun, let's forget about the world and other people's opinions or like anything that other people might have like expectations of us, and having that be contained within this specific place, right? Of saying we don't really have to be like outside where the outside world is and everything. The choreography looks so good. It looks so good. Like it looks fun. It looks cute. It looks feminine, but there's also some of the mature lead to it despite my own health. It feels very much like a girl's girl summer slumber party being like, oh, all these things are like stressing you out. Let's go out. Put on a cute dress. We're going out. That's what this song feels like. And I love that. I love just having one for the girls. I think also having it within the contained set is probably also helping them just in terms of like scheduling, budget, focusing more on like the performance aspect as opposed to like music video stuff. And they looked great. We really only had the two different stylings, but I'm not mad. I'm sorry. This top on Ian, I'm torn between being like, I love the styling on her and being like, I'm gonna have to make it. Because I'm like, is it crochet? Is that what we're doing? You can't show me a crochet top and not expect me to get like a little bit of an inkling to make it myself.